Hello everyone and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 4, Nasty Habits. I'm your host Dom. With me I have Omikins.
Hello.
Clio.
Hello.
And Rachel.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
We all just did very similar.
Not a lot.
No.
All the voices.
All the voices?
All the voices.
I hear no voices. None. But when I do, I just consider it social networking in my head.
Right.
Got it.
So,
Good way to think about it.
yeah, I thought so. What did you guys think of this episode this week? A lot of people, the overall consensus is the majority of the Once Upon a Time community thought it was a very boring, uneventful episode, and I kind of got the complete opposite feel of that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It definitely picked up from all the other previous episodes that I've seen, so I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was kind of in shock when I saw that, and I was like, no, quite a bit happened this episode, and yeah. First off, the big question here was Rumpelstiltskin actually gonna save Henry, or was he gonna attempt to kill him to save himself? Which of those do you think he was aiming for?
He seemed pretty positive that he was going to save Henry, even if it took his own life. But we never know with Rumpel. He might just, at the last second, decide, fuck it, I don't want to live. This kid can take a hike.
Well, it depends. Before or after he found out Neil was alive.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwing Neil into this really kind of changed things for him. So, but we kind of, Henry himself, we don't really know what role he serves. Pan is telling us that he serves a higher role than his mother, who's supposedly the savior. What do you guys think his role is in saving magic?
I don't know if it's quite defined yet. He has a role, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think it hasn't become a clear picture yet. I don't think they actually truly know altogether. They have an idea.
Well, what is your idea?
I couldn't fathom right now.
Yeah,
I don't think they've dropped enough
clues.
clues. Yeah, they haven't dropped enough clues yet.
Yeah. I think Pan knows. It's part of Pan's plan, but it's hard to tell what it is yet because Pan says so little about
Unless he's
what's going to happen.
Unless he's trying to get back at Rumpel for something that happened in their childhood.
Yeah.
Because, you find out that they've known each other since they were kids.
Yeah, that was actually
Yeah.
a major point of the episode was when you learn that, and he even said to him that something along the lines of back when we used to know each other, or something along the way he phrased it. I forget the exact wording on it, but the way he phrased it, it almost seemed like it was more than just being friends, and I almost got the feeling that Peter Pan may in fact be Rumpelstiltskin's brother.
That would be an odd twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
think of that. That's good.
Now I'm actually looking forward to that, if that is a twist.
Yeah. Me too.
Way to go. If it doesn't happen, we're going to be very, very, very disappointed, and it's going to be your fault, Dom.
We're gonna go to your house and just beat the living crap out of you.
Because I came up with a better idea than the writers.
Yeah.
So I deserve to be bludgeoned and
Well,
stoned
it's
and quartered.
Pretty smart.
Yeah. Well, it's also really interesting that they also made not only is he Peter Pan, but he's the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what did you
really-
guys think of Peter Pan being the Pied Piper, using the pan flute to lure the boys back to Neverland?
That was a very once upon a time thing to do. Give one character another character's, story. At first I thought it was, you lured children from their beds. I was like, oh, it's Peter Pan. But then it was like this Pied Piper, and I was like, oh, is Pan the Piper? going on here?
Yep. Giving a double role to a character very reminiscent of my favorite twist, which was Little Red Riding Hood. So.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't get that reference. I had to tell the people.
Yeah.
About her boyfriend being Peter.
Yep.
Oh, Peter the Wolf. Yeah.
Peter and the Wolf.
Yeah.
So we kind of learned a little bit more, about Peter. We also got to see some of his powers more that that we've been talking about. He's able to pretty much conjure up fire with the wave of his hand, and different things like that. So how do you guys think he got his powers and seeming immortality?
Neverland? Maybe he took over for the original Pan.
Friggin' no. Pan is like shrouded in mystery. Like any question you can ask about Pan.
I don't think they're going to give it away that easy. They're going to make you work for it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So, what about when Balefire seemed to be pretty influenced by what Peter was kind of mocking him with? Like, all the stuff with his father, and he's, like, messing around with his head. Shouldn't Balefire, of all people, kind of know Pan well enough to not listen to him? Why do you think he was manipulated so easily?
Because he's an adult now, and he's had time to grow up, and things probably get to him a little bit easier. Because when you're a kid, you're kind of resilient. Like, you scrape your knee, you get up and keep running. When you're an adult, you scrape your knee and you sit there and you man cry about it for a week after that.
You talking about anyone in particular?
No. Don't get me into trouble.
I broke my arm last year. It's still it's kind of sore. Every time it rains, it's just, I know it's coming.
Is it your train whistle arm?
Now that we've taken this off the tracks.
Oh, God.
So, what do you think Pan was like as a kid?
Oh,
not
dear.
Like this.
Probably not.
So, what may have pushed him over the edge?
Well, like,
abandonment.
Maybe.
That's
or maybe Rumple did something to him.
Abandonment is usually Pan's thing.
Big thing, yeah.
So that could be part of it, but it's got to be a lot more.
Yeah. I'm definitely seeing there's a lot more to it. But we had, like, going back to the Balefire, we had Balefire lace the arrow with the dream ink or with squid ink, whatever it was.
Squid ink.
He laced the handle, which pretty clever maneuver. But why do you think he didn't outright kill Pan while he was immobilized and just kind of let him live?
He's soft.
He's
That's
trying
not
to
what
be.
he wanted.
Yeah, he's trying to be a good guy.
He's trying to
be
prove
like his
that he's
dad.
not. Exactly, he's not. He's trying to prove that he's not like his dad.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that Rumple didn't kill him.
Yeah. Very surprised with that. But not only did we see Pan start messing with Balefire's head, but someone I thought was impenetrable was Henry. And by the end of the episode, he hears the Pan flute, he's dancing around the fire just like the rest of the boys. How do you think he finally broke him? Like,
I don't think it's necessarily broke, but like what Tinkerbell said in the episode before, he's been with them too long. I think after a while being with him, you have a tendency to forget, and you're more susceptible to him telling you, "Oh, your parents don't care about you. No one's cared about you. I'm the only one that's going to take care of you," kind of thing. It's a bad boyfriend syndrome.
Pan is such a bad boyfriend.
He is. He's a horrible boyfriend.
And Henry's still a kid. He's still impressionable. And being around the Lost Boys, bunch of you know, they're supposed to be kids, but they look a lot older than Henry. You know.
Right. Yeah, they're in their teenage years definitely. But we were kind of speculating earlier on in previous episodes about Neverland and their whether or not people aged and stuff like that, or if it was limited just the children. We learned in this episode that, or even the episode before it, but Peter had the parchment for Henry. He was holding on to it for like 200 years, something along those lines, 100 years or something like that. We know the Dark One is like 500 years old, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
So Peter's at least that old because they showed them together, as children. And then we have Balefire at some point. So Balefire is got to be over 100 years old. He was on Neverland for how long?
I don't think they ever said, did they?
I don't think they ever said, yeah.
We don't know how long.
Long enough to find himself a hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, so how can I phrase this? We have it's like there's a major gap in all these timelines because we have Balefire. We see him back in the Enchanted Forest, him and his father through flashbacks. And Balefire's trying to escape. That's how Neverland ties into this whole thing. So then we know that Balefire runs away and he goes off to Neverland and he spends a great deal of time in Neverland. Then we later see him back in the Enchanted Forest, and he wants nothing more than his father to join him and go to the world without magic, the land without magic. There's a gap somewhere in there that they have not told us yet. And this is a typical Lost, if you guys ever watched the show Lost, where they jump around the timeline all the time, and you think that something is conflicting because it doesn't add up, because we have Balefire trying to run away, and then we have Balefire wanting nothing but to save him, and we have no explanation on how it got from point A to point B. So where do you guys think that they could possibly go? What is going to change things around and make Balefire want his father back? In the past timeline, not present day.
Neverland.
Yeah, he's very loyal. He's very loyal to family, giving his father second chances, third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah.
He wants to see, he knows his father's good and he wants to believe it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Something had to happen in Neverland for him to think that his father could be saved, or to think that he could save his father.
Yeah.
What that is, we're going to find out, I guess.
So now, fast forwarding to present day Neverland, we kind of see a role reversal here. At first, it was Rumpelstiltskin who didn't trust Balefire enough, and that's why Bale was running away in the first place. And now the role is reversed, where Pan started messing with Balefire's head, and now Balefire doesn't trust his father.
Mm.
It's like the parallel there was quite ridiculous.
But did he ever really trust his father?
That's the thing. That's another thing. His father, when he was on his deathbed back in Storybrooke, he told him he forgave them. So, was that not genuine?
At the time, it might have been. But he's done a lot of things between now and then. Well, just like, when he got the apparition of Belle, and she's like, is that self-preserving, little bug coming back in your head? He's just like, go away, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
She's like his Jiminy Cricket.
She is.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket. We haven't seen or heard from him in a while.
Dr. Hopper.
Mm-hmm. Well, we won't be seeing him anytime soon.
Him and his dog Pongo.
Pongo.
Where's Perdetta? We need Perdetta.
I don't know. We didn't see her.
So, how long do you think it's gonna take since we're so off topic with other characters now? How long do you think it's gonna take Charming to actually say something about the poisons going through him that only Hook knows about?
He's not gonna say it.
Maybe at the very end when there's a cure or something, you know, miraculous happens and he's cured of it. He's not gonna say anything.
No, because Snow's gonna find out before they figure out how to save him. Snow's gonna find out. It's gonna be a whole big thing. Oh, why didn't you tell me? There's gonna be conflict because we were saying in the first episode how there's got to be some conflict with Snow and how Snow's got to, you know, get some character development this season because we see very little of her.
Yeah.
So she's got to find out that Charming's been lying to her. It's going to be a whole big thing. Yeah.
Do you think Charming is going to be charming enough to get her to forgive him?
No, he's done it in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, too many times.
Oh, too many times.
This is a little different.
This is different because she still has that dark spot in her heart, so she's not gonna forgive that easily.
No.
Yep. So maybe that is where this dark spot is going to tie in, because we were kind of wondering about that earlier on in this season, because they've pretty much made no mention of it thus far. So it's like most people have forgotten about it.
Yeah, because we haven't had a real moment with Snow. It's just sort of been
Emma and Anne and Rumple. Yeah.
A little bit of Hook.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seen the trailers for that kiss, have you?
Oh, why did they give it away? Why did they give it away?
We'll get to that.
Oh, you know it's gonna happen.
We'll get to that in a minute.
No, I know what's gonna happen, but they showed me that it's gonna happen.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get there in a minute. So we go, we get in the cave, right? We get in the cave and they find the what is it? The lamp that lights up the whole thing with the map of the stars and all that stuff. And they're trying to figure out how Balefire got off the island in the first place. And it's kind of revealed that Pan said to Balefire, "Oh, what do you think, you got out on your own? I let you go." Do you think that Balefire, or do you think Pan actually let Balefire off, or do you think he was playing mind games with him again and Balefire actually found a way off and Pan is trying to manipulate the situation?
This is where it goes back to the prophecy. He knew about Henry. Pan knew about Henry, and I think he actually figured out that Balefire ended up being Henry's dad. So he let him go to fulfill this prophecy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think he actually found a way out.
You know, I think both are just as likely, and that Penn is just using that to mess with Balefire. I almost just called him Belle.
He's so pretty.
So speaking of Belle, we had a little moment with her as well. So I'm starting to think more and more that this isn't something that Rumple has conjured up himself, and I think it is Pan screwing with Rumple.
I thought that too. I thought that the first time, from the beginning.
You thought it at the beginning, and then you kind of brushed it off. Like it seemed logical that it was Rumple that did it, but now it's starting. Belle's starting to get like this little bit of a darker side to her. You know, that's my take on it anyway. So I think it's definitely a hallucination from Pan or something.
Well,
she's poking him with a big stick.
That's possible, but I mean, the reason I still think it's Rumple's head is because she hasn't. Rumple doesn't already know, you know.
Right.
But then Pan's not one to slip up, so that's I don't know anymore.
Yeah, this is true. Pan has not made any. Well, I can't say he hasn't made any errors. He's been outsmarted, which we mentioned with the ink, the school ink. He's been outsmarted, but that's not necessarily a mistake. So yeah. So all right, we were talking about the prophecy and things like that. So I got to thinking, the seer, that Rumple had originally, it was told that a young boy would reunite Rumple and Balefire, and that boy would be his undoing. Could that boy actually have been Peter Pan who got Balefire and Rumple back together on Neverland.
That totally makes sense, because it's one of the last things they would expect.
But Pan didn't lead Rumple to Balefire.
It's not that. It might be the part where
he did.
Indirectly, yes, and
the shadow, Pan's shadow.
The fact is, though, I think.
Also, what do they mean by undoing? I mean,
exactly.
It doesn't say dead.
No,
they're just assuming there's dead. Maybe he's gonna somehow take his powers away, or something else. But I was like, he says undoing doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna kill you or it's gonna cause your death.
Yeah, could just be the reversal of being the Dark One back to just regular old Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah,
exactly.
Henry's gonna find the dagger and stab his grandpa.
See, I don't buy that for a minute.
Let's not do that.
That would be a twist.
I don't buy that for a minute. I don't think Henry will have any part in Rumpelstiltskin's death. Any part whatsoever.
I don't think he's gonna die, though.
No, I don't think he's gonna die.
I don't think that's even a logical choice for the writers to make.
He thinks he's going to die. He thinks that's what the prophecy means.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All right, so let's go into what you guys want to talk about. Next episode, the unexpected hookup.
Hookup. See what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I called the
triangle
a long time ago.
Oh, me too. I've been shipping them for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous though.
Been shipping them?
Yeah.
The Jolly Roger.
Yep, I've been shipping them on the Jolly Roger.
He's gonna show her his Jolly Roger.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
It's me.
Because Emma thinks Neil is dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm kissing you because I'm trying to get over my dead boyfriend, but then we're gonna see Neil and Emma's gonna be like, oh, Hook, get away, get out of my face.
Or, she's gonna start having feelings for him, and then she's gonna find Neil, and then she's gonna be like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
I've never looked at Emma and Hook and said, there's a substantial foundation for a relationship. That always to me was a physical thing. That was always just attraction.
Sometimes those are the best.
There's a better chance of Charming and Hook having a thing.
Like we said last time, that'd be an awesome porn.
Oh yeah. Wait.
We said that last time?
Yeah, we did. Well, I did.
You did.
I think I was the one that mentioned it in the first place.
Yeah. Go back and watch. Yeah.
I don't want to.
Shut up. How do I make it shut up?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
What even was that?
I was watching the video on Justin TV because I don't have.
Oh, you were listening to us.
Like, it's just.
You were listening to us.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I had a mute.
Yeah, I don't have video of you guys. I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know. Even the actor.
The commercials came muted.
Even the actor who plays Hook said that he kind of already knew that there was going to be a love triangle between Neil, himself, and Emma.
That makes sense.
Right when he was introduced. He said he felt it right off the bat. So.
Now, how can there not be?
Yeah, some Neil and Hook action. Long awaited.
Neil.
Whoa.
Oh. Neil, Hook, and Charming?
Try and get back at Emma by making out with
Triangle?
Like I said before.
No.
Like I said before, I prefer circles.
Dom's like, I don't want to do this show anymore with you guys.
I will forget everything that was just said.
Not that easy.
Oh, that's the okay. Got it.
The Jafar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have pictures, so couldn't see. My cat bangs her head on everything. She'll lose brain cells. I'll hear her playing and then thunk.
Dom's gonna lose brain cells if he has to listen to us talk about Cook anymore.
He's the one who brought it up.
It's me.
So what do you think happened between Hook and Tinkerbell?
Oh, I bet that's juicy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be.
Definitely.
It's gotta be like the Knave and Silver Mist.
Oh, yeah. Dom's like, Dom was totally lost control of this.
So can we get Silver Mist and Tinkerbell to hook up?
Whoa.
Get some fairy on fairy action?
Now we're talking.
That's gonna be shiny as fuck.
Isn't Tinkerbell not technically a fairy anymore?
Well, that's the question. Were we before taking away her wings and her magic? Does that make her human? Because I mean, is a fairy born a fairy? Is that like a race, or is that the title? Why are we laughing?
They're broken.
Inside joke.
It's so inside we don't get it. We're on the outside, Cleo.
No, I don't. You would get it. You would get it, Rachel.
I'm on the outside. It's okay. Don't worry about it, guys. Come on.
Here.
I'll just go play with my cat.
Umi said that the fairy on fairy action would be shiny as fuck.
Shiny as fuck.
This is fairy eraser class.
So, any other final thoughts?
I'm looking forward to next week. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
No one
I'm
answered
crying.
my question. Is fairy eraser a class?
Yes.
Purple.
Asshole.
42. Next week's going to be fairly interesting, I think. Are they going to show more in the Enchanted Forest, or are they going to still spend majority of the time in Neverland?
We'll see. Here's something that we'll end up talking about next week or later this week. But on Once Upon a Time in Wonderland this week, we're going to be seeing some Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is it going to be present-day Robin Hood from the current incarnation of the Enchanted Forest? Or is it going to be some past telling of it? If it's present, does that mean we're also going to see Mulan? There's a lot of questions on that, so I'm interested to see how the timelines link up.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to start on the Robin Hood thing, because we know they're going to introduce him with Regina and everything, so they're going to have to start on that sooner or later.
True.
Yep. And
I just find it a little weird they're like almost trying to get Regina a love interest, and it's just kind of weird.
yeah.
After the whole sheriff incident.
Yeah, but if they're moving Robin Hood to Wonderland, does that mean we're going to see Regina in Wonderland? It's kind of awkward for them to just introduce this potential love interest and then ship him off to another show.
Well, is he being shipped off, or is he going to be in both?
I mean,
He might be in both.
He might just make an appearance in Wonderland and come back to Once Upon a Time.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I don't know, it could be a past version of Robin Hood.
Maybe he finds the Yellow Brick Road.
I don't know!
Whoa. The Yellow Brick Road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Talked about that last time too. Maybe.
Follow.
Well, remember in Wizard of Oz, the Yellow Brick Road goes in all different directions.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the
Kansas
central
anymore.
hub.
I mean, wasn't Alice in the Nave walking on the yellow brick road, or what we said kind of resembled a yellow bricked road.
Yeah, it was very similar. I actually I did not go back to rewatch that. So
yeah, I think it's possible they've already traveled on the yellow brick road, and we just haven't had heard it be named yet. So.
They haven't brought that in yet.
Yep.
They're going to, though. You know they are.
Yeah, gotta.
All the fairy tales smashed into one big chicken salad.
It's one big stew.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be like a goose salad?
Goose salad.
Mother Goose.
Goose salad.
Mother Goose.
Yeah.
What about Chicken Little?
Most of these are grim, but okay.
The podcast is falling. The podcast is falling. Omi, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, at Lady Venom, LADYVENOM 24.
I don't even want to ask where I can find your YouTube channel.
Well, you can find me on social media at Cliomoto, CLIOMOTO. Yeah, you don't have to find me on YouTube. That's okay.
No, I want to. Please tell me a nice, easy address that I could possibly find you on. Something that just rolls off the tongue like Cliomoto.
MFID. You didn't even let me finish.
Sorry, go.
Son of a bitch. No, I'm done. It's fine.
No, we'll wait here all night.
I'm done. No, I said it. You just talked over me.
No.
That's fine.
No, I'm gonna wait here all night now.
It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine.
Fine. See how you are? Sound like my child. See how you are? Whatever. Fine. Things are falling.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Savannah17. That's SEVANNA17.
And you can find us all on youtube.com/ASOTV podcast for some more shows and podcasts and various things.
Porn discussions.
Cleo, where can the people find your YouTube?
Don't talk over me. YouTube.
And that's it for tonight. We'll catch you guys later.
Fuck you.